Maybe I'm just talking to myself. You know what happens? People believe in stuff so much, and when they hear stuff that they don't like, they'll just ignore it.
Anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Fogey24K, rocking out for the stupid DeFi channel. Yo, I'm not no financial advisor. This is no financial advice. Make sure you do your own research and do not invest more than you can afford to lose, because it gets crazy out here on these DeFi streets. Yo, here we are at Stable Fund, where I like to start off every night. We're going to look at these stakes. I'm going to withdraw, compound real quick, and then I got to get into something else here for real. Something that's really important tonight that I feel like I need to talk about. So let me shoot down here. I'm going to look at the calculator, see what's going on, because I'm going to zoom through the Stable Fund thing, because it's been stable. You know what I mean? Nothing been rocking, nothing been crazy with compounding, just doing our thing every day, and everything is looking good. So I'm at $1,374, $19 I got to withdraw and put back in. $20 a day is what I get on the compound, but I withdraw a little bit late yesterday, so I got a little extra. Now I'm a little bit less tonight. So that's all good. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Get that right out the way. So we're going to withdraw reward, click compound. Now we got a success. We're going to hit that stake there. Go see if what we got is up here. It is. So we're going to drop 19 here and drop 19 right back up into the projects. Stay on schedule. Compound it every day to our $1 million straight up. 19 BUSD approved. Let's go ahead and confirm that. Success. 19 BUSD. Let's stake. All right, let's roll back up here to the top of the stakes. I think that went ahead and refreshed. There it is, August 28th. Yo, they really speeded that up. So let's go ahead and check out the calculator, see what we got. 1,392. So I guess tomorrow we'll be over 1,400 and something dollars. Nice. We'll be just about doubling our money. So we got $20 a day still, 87 cents. So that went up about 3 cents. Nice. 87 cents per hour. So I'm feeling that right there. Oh, I wanted to see how many days. I got 1 day left. Tomorrow we can get ahead and take this. So that'll be nice right there. But we're going to stick to the plan. The plan might blow up in our face, or it might come through. We'll see what happens. But we had a plan. We set a plan, but we're going to stick to it. So tomorrow we'll be able to withdraw this initial capital that was put in, but we're going to keep it in there for another 28 days. Let that compound. Then we're going to take it out. And then if a project is still going, we're going to ride that all the way out to $1 million. So after Christmas, we're going to be compounding G's up in here, feeling good about it, what's popping up in this stable fund. All right, I'm going to scoot over to srocket. We'll see what's going on over here. Srocket is at 92 right now. It's been up as high as 125. It's just hanging out in this range right here. And I'm going to tell you, this is what they call this accumulating. So these go down here, orders get took. It goes up here, orders get took. So it's accumulating back and forth. Who's going to win here? I don't know. Because every time it comes down here, people buy it, shoot it back in here. And people who didn't get out when it was up here before, get out now. And that shoots back down there. So it's a transfer of wealth. So is it being transferred from the winners to the losers? Or is it being transferred from the people who get out here who think they're winning, but they end up losing because the winners buy it here and shoot it straight up? I don't know. Who knows? I can't wait to see. This is like a soap opera what's going on right here to me. You know what I mean? That's a lot of accumulating, a lot of buying and selling going on right up in this piece right here. Between 139 and 92. It shot down as far as 75, 76, but it didn't stay there long. But it's really been hanging out right up in this little range right here for a while. I'm telling you, I'm not getting involved until it gets down here, because I want to hang out. This is the hip crew. These are the guys who are in. They're the popular crew right here. These people right here, this is the crowd. This is the in crowd. I'm trying to be down here with these people. So I'm not buying nothing until it gets down to the $20 range. And if it doesn't, it takes off, then hey, I'm not one of the cool guys. I couldn't be a part of that crew. So it's all good. I'm not even going to get into that. What I do want to get into is this. Wealth Mountain. I'm going to talk about this. And before I start, I'm going to give a shout out to One-Eyed Poppy because he reminded me of this project. I saw this project about a month ago and I just glanced over it and also looked into stable fund a little bit more, and I was more comfortable with stable fund at the time, but I really didn't dig into Wealth Mountain. I just, at the point, I wanted to just get into one project or the other. So I got into stable fund. I would have looked into Wealth Mountain more if stable fund didn't intrigue me a little bit more because, like I said, I had a rough start with stable fund. The community swooped in. They helped me get through it real quick. We straightened that out. And then I went ahead and it was actually the community of stable fund that steered me towards stable fund, or really steered me to not investigate Wealth Mountain more. So today, and I kind of almost forgot about Wealth Mountain, but today I got a question. What do I think about Wealth Mountain? And I said, I don't know. I considered it. It was interesting. But I gotta look more into it because I didn't go as deep as I needed to go. So I went back and spent some time today looking into Wealth Mountain. And before I get into how I feel about Wealth Mountain and all of that, I'm letting y'all know this is no FUD. I am not here to FUD Wealth Mountain because Wealth Mountain makes no difference in what goes on with me with any project that I'm in. But I'm going to say makes no difference in my stable fund bag because it just doesn't. The way the mechanics work in stable fund, Wealth Mountain will not make a difference in what goes on with me in stable fund. But I'll start it like this. But stable fund could make a difference in my bag if I was in Wealth Mountain. And as I go into it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, Wealth Mountain, I got a couple of highlighted spots in here through all of this because I'm not doing no review. I'm not going to go through step by step what Wealth Mountain is, what they're doing, none of that. And like I said, this is no FUD. This is not no review. It's just some things that, just my opinion and some things that just caught my eye. So I'm just going to point them out. You know what I mean? And first thing that I caught my eye, and I'm just going to scroll all the way down to the bottom here. Just scroll up. This crew right here. This crew right here. I'm going to just say this crew right here because I don't know any of these guys personally, and I'm not followers of any of these guys. I think I might be subscribed to one, but I just didn't, at this point in my DeFi career, I can weed out the bullshit, or I could separate people who I could tell the YouTubers who are just, I'm trying to put the right words here because I'm trying to be politically correct and I don't want to knock anything. How can I put this? You know what? I'm just going to put it out there the way it is. I could tell the YouTubers who are just shooting anything out there that is that's willing to pay them. That's all to it. If you're willing to pay them, they will shill it. And I'm not knocking their hustle. It's all good. And I appreciate that I'm at the point now in my DeFi career that I could see past that when I'm listening to them. I listen to them. I don't cut them out. You know what I mean? I don't block them or nothing like that. I listen to what they got to say. And I listen to it with a different set of ears than I was listening to these guys when I was listening to them 2 or 3 years ago. Stuff comes through a little bit different, a little bit clearer now. I can dissect and listen and hear. I got to just keep it real. I can hear the lies that they will tell. They will start their video off saying one thing. By the time they get to the middle and the end, they already contradicted what they said at the beginning. And then if you do a half a second of research, you see that they just straight up lying. So I'm not going to call no names. I'm not going to call nothing, but I'm saying, so this says a lot to me about this project. Number one, it's either they're putting their faith. There's probably three things I'm guessing. I could be wrong. And Mountain community, if I'm wrong, dive into my comments. I ain't got no problem with that. If I'm wrong, I will change my my opinion. But right now, the people that these YouTubers here, this is the face to me. That's the way I look at it. This is the face of Wealth Mountain. And this is who they using as their face. I mean, I know way more credible people in the YouTube community that their money would have been better spent if they're trying to have a legit project. Fuck it. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm trying to bite my tongue here, and I just can't help it. I got to put it out there. If they're having a real legitimate project, I think they would have had legitimate YouTubers paying them to promote it, because definitely one of these YouTubers straight out said, yo, this is sponsored. They're paying me. Okay. So do I want to get in a project where the people who are pushing it because they're making money off the project, or making money being a part of the project? Or do I want to get in a project where the people who are pushing it because they're getting paid to push it? Okay. That was my thing there. You know what I mean? I'm going to get off of that because I don't want to get into a rampage about YouTubers. So I'm going to point out a couple of other things that made me pause with this. And I say pause. I'm not no financial advisor. This is no financial advice. Oh, yo, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell because we doing it. We here like every day. Every day we doing something. If it's not even just showing my papers being made over stable fund, compounded every day to the $1 million. That's what we doing. That's what we focused on. That's the plan. That's all to it. But like I said, I pointed out a few things that I saw looking through their main page, reading their white paper, going through their frequently asked questions, looking at the staking platform here, where they go to stake, all that. Let's go point out a couple of these things that made me pause and caught my attention. So I'm gonna start here. All right, they have this wealth combinator, which is live. Check it out. I guess that's something about them trying to help other projects get off the ground. And that's something that looks like it's going to be developed in the future, where they're taking applications from other projects that's trying to get money. And to me, it looks like them trying to be partners or financiers of projects. And then, that's something, it looks like something they're pushing down the line, whatever the case. So cool. So I might even get into that. The biggest thing that caught my eye on this project, and I had to digest it for a minute, and as it's going to catch everybody's eye that comes to this project, is this right here. The fact that you can unstake your initial investment at any time. Whew, let's digest that. Let's think about that. It sounds good. I like it. What? I can put my money in, and if things get a little shaky, I can just take it back out. Fuck it. I'm good. I'm out. Yeah. But is it really a year? I mean, what kind of stability is a project going to have if it's based off staking, but you can take your stakes out at any time? You can take your investment out at any time. How stable is that going to be? I mean, these are questions I have. I mean, anybody can come through the comments and answer these questions or not. Maybe I'm just talking to myself. You know what happens? People believe in stuff so much, and when they hear stuff that they don't like, they'll just ignore it. And maybe I'll just be ignored. Not a big deal. I don't even care. Not a problem. I'm just bringing up things that caught my eye. So unstaking your initial investment sounds like it's a good thing, but at the same time, to me, I'm just wondering how stable can a project be, because we all know how we are with our money, especially when you don't got a lot of it. And the people in these kind of projects, you got two people, the people who, these people, the backing investors. See, this is my next highlighted spot. I'll get to that. But you got two kinds of people who are in extremely early because they got it like that. And then the people who come in next, and I call us, I'm part of that crew, the people who come in next, us desperate people trying to get a leg up. And what usually happens in these projects is us desperate people that come along trying to get a leg up just be giving our money to the people who already paid, who got in early. And if they're telling you can unstake your initial investment at any time, us desperate people, once we notice anything that's funny, we pulling our money out. We're out because we've already been burnt too many times before this. There's no way we coming in here believing. Things get a little shaky, price goes, TVL goes up, TVL goes down, any inkling of some FUD come through. If the project have a hiccup, anything, it is going to be an avalanche of withdrawals out of this project. So I could be wrong, easily could be wrong. I'm not a pro. I'm not nothing. I don't claim to be nothing. But I'm just seeing what I'm seeing here and catching. So I'm not a proponent of, let me say this. I'm not a proponent of putting your money in and never getting it back like a lot of these ROI dApps. But at the same time, an ROI dApp, which you can just take your money back at any time, is also scary because I don't see where the stability of the project will be. Now, this is not a comparison with Stable Fund, but this one little section here, Stable Fund having a 28-day lockup, to me, was an attempt to find a happy medium where they're not keeping your money forever, but at the same time, they're trying to have some stability to their project so people can't, once they put it in, any little thing, they're not pulling it out and then having an avalanche of people just dragging their money out of the project. That would be equivalent to a liquidity drain, but not a drain by the devs, but a liquidity drain by the community. And hopefully it don't happen. But I'm just saying it. You know what I mean? I hope it don't happen. Let me keep going. So then here I highlighted, right here I saw where it says TVL is a sum of contracts plus backing of investments. Now, I don't know if that's in investments of early investors or if it's investments that they're talking about making in the future, because as I go down a little bit further down, they haven't even mastered this investment thing that they're trying to do. So right now, they blatantly say that right now this project depends on more investments of people coming in to the projects. Let's see where we're at here. The investment wallet proportionally increases eventually. Everything is eventually with them, or we will be doing. They're not at the point where they're doing it yet. They're talking about what they're going to eventually be doing. I've been through too many projects that have made too many promises about what they are going to do. And then the TVL balloons off of what they're going to do, what's going to be coming. But does it ever happen? I don't know. Maybe it will. Hey, I'm just saying. So let's scroll on down here. This is just the first page. It's expected. It ain't happened yet. They're expecting. Okay. Who's expecting? Do we know your credibility? What projects have you done where the stuff that you expected to happen happened? I don't know. It's expected that the TVL will increase and decrease at varying rates. Okay, it's expected. Let's go on down here. This another thing, this website looks like something I could have just picked up from anywhere. This website is nothing innovative about it. It looks like these the cookie cutters. Nothing looks like it was. The website looks so cookie cutter. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you know anything about websites. Okay, what else they got? Like I said, stake or unstake your stable coins at any point without worrying about losing your initial. And let's see what else we got here. Diversification wallet. The purpose of fee collection is to leave more money in the contract for longevity. Aside from this, the team plans, there's that word again, they're planning, they're not doing it already. The team plans to invest fees into ROI dApps in the space to create more funding for the smart contract. Wow. Okay, let's dissect that. They plan to do this, so they're not even doing it yet. And they plan to invest in ROI dApps. What ROI dApps are they planning on investing in? I just said, and there was plenty of people that agree with me. most ROI dApps are failures. They're not winning. Okay, let's go on. Investments include liquidity mining. What kind of miner are you putting everybody's money into? Okay. Lending. What if the people that you're lending these coins to, or the projects or whatever, if you're lending them to people, don't expect to get that money back. If you're lending them to projects, that sounds like farming. Okay. Hopefully it's the right projects. Maybe. But I know it's a lot of farming that goes on where you don't even get back your investment. You don't ROI on plenty of farms. And if you do, you're not making 5% because these people are promising 5% returns if you stay in the project long enough. You know, let's keep going. They will renounce ownership. They haven't done it yet, but they're telling you they will renounce ownership. So it's a lot of promises going on here. Let's see. Oh, this is the big thing here. Wealth Mountain took inspiration from protocols like Drip and Avarice. I don't know where they got that from, because I read through this, and I'm not going to read through it now. If you want to take the time to read through it, or if you have already taken the time to read through it, if you're experienced with Drip and if you're experienced with Avarice, you will have the same question that I have. Where did they get their inspiration from? This is nothing like Drip. This is nothing like Avarice. It's only two things that I noticed that are like Drip. One is when they were talking about the 1% return on the investment, daily. So that's like Drip. And then the other thing that's like Drip, I think Drip also has a 10% tax on withdrawals and deposits. But besides that, I don't see how they like Drip. They don't have a coin. Drip is a coin. Drip is a whole network of different protocols that they have within Drip. You got Drip Garden, you got the piggy bank, you got all of that stuff going on over there. The farming thing, once they decide to get that back up and running. So I don't see how this project even thought about comparing itself or saying they got aspirations from Drip. Like I said, unless you're just talking about the 1% and 10%. But Drip didn't innovate those. Drip, that's DeFi period. Everything is about some percentages. So I think they threw that in there as a buzzword or something, and it was a good buzzword. Or maybe they made some money off Drip. I don't know. And I don't see how this is in comparison. They got inspiration from Avarice. I was a part of Avarice. I made a lot of money off Avarice. But I don't see how these two platforms correlate. And I'm not saying this one is better or worse than Drip or Avarice. I just didn't understand how the statement made any sense. It didn't make sense to me. Wealth Mountain took inspiration from protocols like Drip and Avarice. I don't know. And I'm thinking that was thrown in there because there are people who made a lot of money off Drip. And there's people in there, including myself, who made a lot of money off Avarice. So they think that those people, and maybe those people are, and maybe they will, just FOMO into this project because these people said they took inspiration from those two projects. I don't know. Let's scroll on down. Anything else down here? Nothing highlighted down here. Oh God, here's the crew again. Let me skip over to here. The staking platform. Let's see. This section here. Oh, this was the biggie right here. Referrals. If you got a project right now, this is how I'm looking at this referral thing. All right, this is how I'm looking at it. Projects are using referrals because the project itself is not good enough to sell to investors. So the project needs to give an incentive to people to want to spread the word about this project. Now, there's projects out there that don't have a referral system, and the word is being spread. The word is being spread because people want credibility. They want two things. They want to get money, which they will get off of referrals, or they want credibility, which will bring them money. So if people can find a project that's credible, that they feel like has a chance to do what they say they're going to do and actually have done what they said they're going to do multiple times, then that brings the people who are talking about those projects, spreading the word about those projects, credibility. Now, the people who are out just to get a quick buck, they're looking for projects with referrals. And they've already gotten their gratitude money payment off the front end. They've gotten it from the referrals, and some of the people who are promoting the projects have been paid to promote it. And we'll tell you that straight up. I'm sponsored. I'm paid from this. So, cool. So, when I see these referral links, I'm not saying that they're all bad. I'm not saying that this is a 100% red flag. But when I see a project that, to me, is financially fledgling, struggling to get off the ground, and they got these referral systems, it just sounds Ponzi to me. And somewhere here, hopefully I cross it, somewhere in here, they blatantly state that their project is dependent right now on new people coming in. So that's Ponzi. Their project is dependent on new people coming in to pay people's dividends. And once I tell you, if it ever happens that they can't pay a dividend, people are going to be swarming out of this project because they can just take their money out. So they're going to be swarming out of this project probably within an hour. This project TVL is going to be down to $1,000. I could be wrong. Easily. All right, now we're here. Stake or unstake at any time. You know how I feel about that. All right, they got right here, disclaimer. Dividend payouts will take place at a flat rate. Payouts continue contingent on smart contract health and liquidity. So they already know. There's a chance. They've given people the door. They've given people the out. That if something get a little shaky, just take your money out. And when that happens, the platform hits the ground. So they're letting you know that if that happens, they can't pay you. So they're very clear. I appreciate them putting that up front right there. I hope people are going to take the time to read it. Let's see if we got anything else highlighted here. No, we good there. Let me skip over to here. When I collect my referral earnings, are all stakes reset to 1%. This was just highlighted just as a reminder on the referral thing. Y'all don't know how I feel about that. I just talked about it. What else they got here? We are considering KYC in the future. Why would you even put that? You didn't even say we're going to KYC in the future. You just said we're considering doing it in the future. So why would you even put that here? That means absolutely nothing. You're considering it. And you didn't even say we're considering doing it. You said we're considering doing it in the future. Come on. All right. Next. Wealth Mountain plans to invest in new DeFi dev teams. All these plans, man. Y'all not doing it yet? If y'all not doing it yet, what are you doing? Oh, I know what you're doing. You took some money from some front-end investors. You paid a few YouTubers to promote. You given referral rewards to a few more people to promote. You're building your TVL and you're paying out percentages until you get this other thing going, or until enough money stacked up and you realize that this is not sustainable. So you're just going to take the money. I'm sorry. Damn, did I just say that? I don't even know y'all like that. My bad. I shouldn't even said that. My bad. I don't know the dev team. They're probably the most legitimate people in the world. Straight up. My fault. My bad. All right. Let me go to the next thing here. Our stealth launch is reliant on new investors. Oh my God. Ponzi. No, and it's a lot. Mostly everything is a Ponzi. But this one right here, where people are comparing to stable fund and say, oh, this is a stable fund killer, this, that, and the third. These people are telling you straight up, the life of this project depends on new investors. Listen to the pattern here, people. We got YouTubers that push and promote anything that comes across they can catch $1 for, $1 to promote it. We got referral system, and then we got a project that depends and reliant on new investors. That sounds like ROI miners to me. Only difference is they're dealing with a stable coin and The dividends are static. They're not fluctuating. So I don't know how, let's keep going here. This, like I said, I'm not going through the whole thing. You can do that on your own, but this is stuff that caught my eye. Plan is to be sustainable by earnings outside the protocol. Here we go again. The plan. Sustainable earnings outside the protocol. Y'all not doing that already? If y'all not doing that already, what are we doing here? Oh, this is what we're doing here. We're relying on new investors. That's going to happen, hopefully. But right now, we're relying on new investors. And you know what new investors is? What's the name of the new investors? Us suckers. Us people that they drop the bag on. Us people that pay people their money to be able to exit the project. Those are new investors. New investors is a coin term. I'm calling it a coin term. It's us suckers that fall in there late that get shitted on. We're left holding on to this project for a year doing nothing. If it lasts that long. All right, let me keep going here. All right. Because we're so early, the investment portfolio has not yet reached threshold to pay earnings to our smart contracts. I give it to them for being truthful. I give it to them for putting it all out there in your face if you take the time to read it. We're too early now. So the investment portfolio has not yet reached its threshold to pay earnings to our smart contracts. Okay, so who's paying the earnings to the smart contracts? Da-da-da-da. The new investors, the suckers, the one who's coming in late. Us people, the desperate ones. We're looking for something just a leg up. And then you got some YouTubers out there saying, hey, this is day one. But it's not really day one. But no, it's day one. The project started a month ago, but look at it as day one. Because I'm talking about it today, it makes it day one. I said, I can't, are you serious? Is people really believing that? I try to, you know what I'm talking about. The dude said the project started the beginning of July, but I'm the first person to push it, and I'm pushing it today, which is, we're at the end of August, but it's day one. It's like getting in a project on day one. Oh, maybe it's day one of the people that y'all gonna shit on in a minute. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, so it's day one for the people that start coming in that's gonna get shitted on when this project fails. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna fail. It might be day one of people come in and experience the best thing that they ever had and make the most money they ever did. I don't know. I don't got a crystal ball. I don't know. I'm just looking through, giving my opinion, my observations. Oh no. They're already talking about, they warming you up, letting you know that there's a chance they might have to deploy a version 2 contract. Now, if you care to go back to my video on bankroll flow about what happens with a version 2 contract. Okay, I'm not even going to say no more. What they say less? I'll say less. Let's move on. Once the portfolio dashboard is completed, okay, so more promises to what's going on in the future. If this portfolio dashboard gets done, that'll be the most beautiful thing in the world. You know, I don't see them having that kind of capability considering looking at this cookie cutter website, but you maybe. All right, I'm not here to FUD. I'm not here to down nothing, and that's not what I wanted to do. But I'm just talking about some things that I'm pointing out. Eventually, the Treasury revenue will outweigh the TVL. There's more future promises. Eventually, it will. What is it doing now? So eventually, it will outweigh the TVL. Only financial sectors where active users can make 10 to 100x gains by actively investing in the right protocol launches and startups. So who's making these investments on the projects getting 10 to 100x gains? They're out there. It happens. But it's so many projects. It's rolling in the dice. It's hitting the lotto ticket. It happens. These are better lotto tickets because it happens. But what they're telling you is that we're trusting that they're going to be investing in projects that hit 10 to 100x gains. But what about those projects they invest everyone's money in? That rug. So once you total that out, and then you get lucky and hit a 10x or 100x, then that just takes care of all the stuff that you got rugged on. But this is all everybody's money here. The HO have totally no control over that. If it even happens, I don't know. Let's go back up here. What was on the other side here? Yeah, can I unstake my initial investment? We talked about that already. How I feel about the unstaking. And when I collect my referral earnings, are all stakes reset. No referral bonus interaction have no effect on existing stakes. Whatever. This is, I don't know. The more I get into it, the more I read over it. It's challenging. It's puzzling here. Oh shit, here go this crew again. Let me get out away from them guys. It's challenging. It's puzzling. That's the frequently asked questions. I don't know what you guys think about this. Hit me up in the comments. Like and subscribe. How I feel about this project. I'm not going to say a definite no on it because stranger things have happened, but I'm going to say that I'm going to fall back. They're going to have to prove themselves to me. They're going to have to prove themselves to me. And it's a lot of proof that's going to have to be in the pudding for me to come back around and say, and I will, because I did it with Drip. Drip, I didn't believe in Drip when it first came out. Like I talk about Drip. I talk about this all the time because Drip was a straight spinoff of Bankroll Flow, which a lot of people made a lot of money and then a lot of people lost a lot of money. And I was one of those people that lost a lot of money in Bankroll Flow. And then a month later, this project Drip came out looking just like Bankroll Flow. Everything was just like Bankroll Flow. And I said, it's no way I would even consider ever dropping a dime into that project. And then here it went 8 months down the line. And it proved itself to me. The developer proved itself to me. The community proved themselves to me. So I went ahead and invested some money into that. So, like I said, I might feel about a project one way and then it can turn around and it has to prove itself to me. This is my money. My money. And that's what I have to learn. We all have to learn. We got to do our own research. We have to find them points and the things about projects that make us say, yeah, you know what? I think I have a little something for this project. You can't have 100% trust in any of them because they all could be here today and going tomorrow. But ones that are blatantly, if you really dissect what you're looking at, what you're reading, what's going on and what they present to you, those are some that's going to throw up some red flags to make you say, yo, I this project just, and they got an audit here. This project has an audit, but I'll tell you the combination. One of these YouTubers pushed the project and it had an audit and it rugged within 3 weeks. So to me, that's an experience, You chalk it up as experience. You put a little money in it, things don't go right. You chalk it up as experience. You dissect what happened, what you did, what made you get into that project and all of that. That particular project, I saw the audit. I went through it. I said, this ain't half bad, this, that, and the third. But now, since I see that, it rugged and all that, that means that the damn audit don't mean shit. It means nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So, take it with a grain of salt. I'm going to go back over here and be on some bright things. This is Foggy24K, rocking for the Stupid DeFi channel. I'm not no financial advisor. This is no financial advice. Make sure you do your own research. Foggy24K, and I'm out.